It's another blessed Tuesday, and I am your friend, man of God, Apostle Chansa Kalumba. Today we go through the Gospel of Dr. Luke. Luke 15 in the verse of 4 to 5. In it is engraved the story of a young man called Zacchaeus. When Zacchaeus heard that Jesus was coming through the city, the Bible says because of the multitudes around, because of the crowds, he went up the tree so that he can see Jesus. Ladies and gentlemen, the majority of times what men lack to see the hand of God is not indeed the absence of prayer, but the absence of strategy. I pray that the Lord will grace us and give you grace to be strategic through this season. What Zacchaeus did when he wanted to see Jesus, he never entered into fasting and prayer. Not to undermine the power of prayer, but listen, faith without works is dead. And therefore, prayerfulness without strategy will frustrate your faith. Therefore, I tell you, in this season, you're going to be strategic. Zacchaeus knew that his height cannot allow him to see Jesus on his feet. But strategically, he looked at what was around him and he saw a tree. And he went up a tree. Then Jesus approached him because he's the only man who did something distinctive and different to capture the attention of Jesus. Before I even go any further, my question is this: have you done anything distinctive, anything that would differentiate you from the ordinary person's effort? If the answer is no, in this season when the economic shutdowns are everywhere, when the pandemic has made factories close, when the business have been affected in the negative, I implore you to be strategic in whatever you do. And therefore I make this bold declaration in the shoes of an apostle, that the Lord is enlightening your mind, that you shall be strategic in how you approach anything, it be ministry, it be academic challenges that are coming in your way. The Lord will give you grace to think beyond, because everyone was pushing shoulders against themselves so that they can see Jesus. But a man called Zacchaeus became smart. He went up on the tree alone without being challenged. Therefore, I tell you today that the Lord is giving you grace to be strategic. You shall stand out and you shall stand high. Yes, you heard me right. You shall stand out and you shall stand high. Why? Because the Lord is giving you grace to employ strategies, plans, and making ways that are not there. Because now he was not crying and saying, God, you never gave me height. He was not pointing at what he couldn't do, but he said, thank God I have grace and ability to climb up a tree. Now today I want to challenge you. What is it that you are good at? Yes, it is wisdom to embrace what you can't do, but again it is strength to do what you can do. Like now they came before Peter and John are going to the temple, and the Bible says, they say, silver and gold I have none, but such as I have I give unto you. They never stopped their ministry on what they couldn't do. They went towards what they can do. Now I tell you, there's some things that you can do. Nobody is bad at everything. You cannot sing, but you can dance. You cannot sing, but you can preach. You can preach, but you cannot prophesy. My question is, what is it that you are good at? Go and employ strategies to penetrate places that your feet have failed to take you. Therefore, I make this declaration that because of strategies that the Lord shall give you in this season of prayer, the Lord is giving you grace to think above. What your feet has failed to step on, you shall climb up and high. Yes, you hear me? People looked up to see Zacchaeus when Jesus was addressing him. A season will come when men shall look up to you. They shot you, yes, without height, yes, without every possible dimensions of height for men to look up to you. But because you employ strategies, they shall look up to you. In the areas of business, you have been short for a long time, but I pray for you that God is giving you strategies and wisdom. Men shall look up to you. In ministry, you have been struggling for years and it has not been growing. You have got a fellowship, it has not been growing. You have been trying your business, it has not been expanding. But hear me, in this season, the Lord is saying he's giving you wisdom, and the wisdom he shall make men look up to you. And it was not because of prayer that Jesus visited the house of Zacchaeus. It was because he saw him up on the tree, and that was one incident recorded. I pray you shall make strategies that shall be recorded in the book of the great. You shall make strategies that shall make the great capture your attention. Yes, what captured Jesus' attention was that there was a man who was highly respected because he was a tax collector, but he was up up on a tree. You shall do things that men shall think are foolish, but they shall give you greater harvest. I make a declaration over you today that the Lord is giving you greater harvest because you shall reason above the ordinary. Yes, the Lord is giving you because the mind of Christ is in you. You cannot think ordinary when you're carrying an extraordinary God. So the Lord is giving you extraordinary plans, extraordinary strategies. And I pray for you. Hold your head and say, my head. You shall think, and great plans shall come out of you. You shall birth ideas that shall change my status of life. Because it was out of the thinking of Zacchaeus that Jesus visited him. And after visiting him, he gave him a rhema word. He says, now I tell you, for you to be saved, I pray for you that you shall dine with the great because of the ideas you shall have in this season. May the Lord richly bless you. And don't forget to tell a friend that Whispers of Hope is every Tuesday at 16 hours. It's I, your brother, friend, and man of God, Apostle Chansa Kalumba. Bless you.